Hi. I did keep a record of each day, and there were three different occasions. So the first one, the first day and the first response, uh, it's Tuesday, my first day of work. Often just like a Monday, but I try to keep positive. I know today is going to be challenging. There's not enough work to do, so they make it impossible to meet the productive goals. I started the minute I knew that we were out of work and I had to go work and a work basket. That's our backup work plan. And then we were out of work there too. So it's complicated to maintain our mouse movement and maintain the screen time and maintain your production when there's no work to do. Childhood memory and reflection to this is more often that there was so much to do. I don't know how not to have something to do. I was always busy, but I want to learn and earn my keep, so to speak, and I usually struggle in doing that when it's not available. But that's when I intrigue myself and learn more. Um, I like to stay busy. And if I'm not busy, I worry because there's always a consequence. Later that day, my dog is whining like a crazy baby. I love her so much. It is hard not to stop and pet her while I'm working. She needs attention and nurturing, and I'm busy working. It makes me sad. I remember begging for attention and acting out during doing anything I could to catch the eye or be punished for something. It was as if I had to be doing something either right or wrong, or things weren't settled. Um, I all too often feel guilty for having four dogs, no extra time to spend with them. I recently started paying someone to walk them, and they love it. But I don't have enough time to manage it. At least I don't think I do. The drawback is that I want to give them love and attention when they want it, and more than they need, probably. But I'm limited in this daily life that requires attention to other responsibilities and accountabilities. It's an unfortunate aspect. Usually they're all sitting right behind me, but that's my biggest baby. She's the one who wants the most attention. Let's see. The next thing, same day. Here I am sitting on the couch. All my dogs are in the house here beside me, and I'm at peace. I love them. They help me feel loved, and I'm working on my homework. Again, busy. Just to take a moment and look around and appreciate what I have sometimes. It's helpful. And other times it reminds me of the things I need to do. As a child, I was so busy living life and doing things for others, I had no real focus on myself. I appreciated what I had, but I didn't really take the time to take a deep breath and just say, thank you. I do that now pretty regularly. The the love around me is enough to sustain me, but I look for more because my husband's not here, and I'm pretty sure that's the trigger that makes me stop and look around and deep breathe and go, okay, I can do this. I really miss him a lot. Day two. I'm on my first break for the day at work and I'm looking at my notes, and I was told that I drive the subject matter experts crazy with all the questions and details. But my position is similar to auditing. Isn't that what it's supposed to be about? I went to ask a question and I had four sentences and I had to make one so I could ask the question specifically. Childhood references, I talk too much all the time. Lots of questions, never quiet and always wanting more. Although my ambitions were to do the right thing and do the job right, it's not always that easy because questions can make things rather messy. Um, let's see here. I want the Sonic hamburger today for lunch. I hate that I've been buying my lunch out. I know it's not good for me, and I know but it tastes so good sometimes. I don't like my physical body and the weight I'm at right now. I know what it takes to get rid of it. I'm just not taking the right steps. I was always overweight from my childhood into my adult life, but I haven't been necessarily um, healthy or unhealthy, actually. I'm good. I like to enjoy every day as it is, and I live it like it was my last, involving and enjoying what I eat. If I'm not happy with my physical aspects, I need to make some changes physically and mentally. I've done this before. I can do it again. It's about learning to eat to live instead of living to eat. Let's see, third response, same day. I'm really worried about my husband. He's been sick over a week now, and I don't know how to help him. He went to the emergency room, but he didn't call me before he left, and they have discharged him in a half-assed manner that pisses me off. They didn't even treat what he was in for. So frustrating. We all care about our partners, and it's important we take care of them. At least that's how I think. And I feel bad because he's sick and more than 10 hours apart, so I can't really do anything to help him. And no, I know if I was there, it wouldn't be any different. I always took care of my mother, my brother, my father, my grandparents, and all of them when they were sick. I was there. I was a CNA, like nurse aide, before the age of 13. Um, well, I've been doing it since I was 13 because my grandfather got paralyzed and moved into the house behind us, and he had to learn to walk again while I was responsible for taking care of him, meds, bedpan, everything. It was just who I am. I like to care for others, and my mother was always crippled or broken or unable to do things physically. Some of it was for attention, some of it was, well, it was really what she needed to, so I don't know. Um, but back to my husband. I love my husband. I wish I was with him because I feel like I can't make him feel better. If I was there or have a better idea of what questions to ask or where to go with the doctor or the next hospital if need be, he needs help. I don't like this. I hate not being there. It it's his health conditions and they're his decisions. I understand that too. Um, guess it is what it is, and it, it's just a struggle. I'm sure we'll live through it. I woke up this morning and pinned down two dogs. I was pinned down in the bed, like the blanket was on top of me. I had two dogs to the right and one dog to the left, and they are all on top of the blankets holding it down. But I love it. The heater is out in the house, it's broken, so they keep me warm. And I like to need to be needed, and I love it. It's important to me. That was always I was looking to care for something or somebody to do something for someone else. I've always been a giver and a server. The need to be needed is something I've learned within self-reflection. I work on what I need to do for myself just as much as I want to do for others. I've told myself over the years that this has got to even out, or you will, meaning I will lose who you are. And I've done that, and but I don't want to do it again, and if I don't focus on me some more, well, Unfortunately, that is likely to occur again. Let's see. You know, I live in America, and you think it's a free country. It really upsets me that I can't have the freedom to help others the way I want to because I have to stay at my desk and work to make money, to put food on the table, so to speak. The neighbor asked me for me to babysit her daughter, and I love her so much. But the job I have doesn't allow me to really have free hands and attention to do that, so I had to decline. All too often, I've had to sacrifice what I want for something or someone else. And that's usually because I'm trying to help somebody else instead of taking care of doing what I want to do for myself. It's a repeat factor. I sacrifice my desires and wants for the happiness of others. That is not a good living practice, but it suits me morally more often. If I didn't have so many dogs right now, I could live and rent a house with my husband in Arkansas, but I love my babies. This is because he's sick. I want to be there. I can't because I have dogs, and we have a house we have to sell, and I have to be responsible and stay here to do that. All too often, I would help my brother do all his chores when I was younger. Then he'd be off playing, and I'd still have my chores to do. I don't even know how many times that happened, but in the end, I want to take care of my husband, and I can't, and I'm not there. Without a doubt, I need other people. I like to care for other people. I hope I put as much into others as I do myself, which I know I don't, but I try, and I'm trying. The one reflection that I really found in our reading was here on page 136. And it relates to Alderman's, makes a distinction between the life good that account for the development of lifestyles and the more immediate goals that account for everyday behaviors. I need my glasses here. I could read it better that way. First, delineate 4 goals of children's misbehavior as a motivational typology for the everyday behavior of children. These goals are attention getting, power struggle, revenge, and demonstration of inadequacy, also called an assumed disability. This relates to me because I see a lot of my examples being related to attention, caring for others. The power struggle, like I had that with my brother. I've struggled that with my husband. And I've actually rationalized power more so now that, it's an illusion. You can only control and have power over what comes out of your mouth, what you may say or do in action. But outside of that, there's no other thing you control. It involves another person, it's not yours. So I can say a lot of the self awareness has helped me to recognize that. I know I've gone over the time. Sorry about that. Um, I really am enjoying this class. I just wish I could have applied a little bit more of what was in the book to this display and collection of records. Well, peace out. Have a great day, and thanks for your time.